Let's talk about the Izzy Whittaker #2 fight. I wasn't actually going to do a video on this fight, but after the fight I just read a few comments saying that they thought Whittaker won, which I definitely don't believe he did. I might be biased. I'm definitely biased. However, I'm going to look at this from an unbiased point of view. But what we're going to do in this video is go over a few techniques that Israel used that really made it hard for Rob to capitalize really on anything. From the first fight, Rob pressured forwards, super hungry to punch the head hunting pretty much the entire first round. Paid for it at the end there when Izzy did that beautiful check hook and managed to catch him and put him down, pretty much put him out. Credit to him for getting up. And Israel just could really see that right hand. He just had an eye in for that side of Rob's body. So for Izzy's left side, Rob's right side, he could just pick the movement and he could feel when that right hand was coming, because it's very uncommon for an orthodox fighter to stand that far to your left because of the danger of the right hand, especially somebody like Rob, who's quite explosive and can cover distance quickly. But Israel could just see that right hand, so he felt fine out there. And I think even in the corner at one point he said to Eugene that he can see it coming, don't worry about it, because Eugene expressed his concerns about him standing so far to his left. Israel made it very, very hard for Rob to throw that right hand by the way he backed out. And you can also see Israel baiting that right hand out because he's so confident. He could clearly see it again in this fight. And I believe in Rob's corner they were telling him to throw the right hand. Just throw the right hand after he did those double jabs, because quite a few of those double jabs, they were pretty successful at covering the distance. But Rob didn't get the opportunity to throw the right hand because the way Israel was exiting. And also where he was standing very long, and he could just see the right hand. I think Rob could feel that as he was about to throw it, he could just feel that Israel was out of range or in the wrong position for him to throw it. So these are a few contributing factors to why he didn't probably throw that right hand as much as he wanted to. I also read, heard, watched Rob was trying to bait Israel into a shot, like trying to lead him into a shot or something like that. But I completely disagree with this because of the way Israel was attacking him. That's why I believe that Rob was backing up, because he was so hesitant from things that Israel had accumulated during the first round that it made him hesitant to want to come forwards. And another technique that Israel used to lead him to victory was his left leg. So it's so hard to tell if Israel's going to throw his left leg or his left hand. The movement is so similar that you just don't know what's coming. We saw Israel throw a lot of left kicks and they landed, some high, some low, some pushing and stabbing, and then he would fake it quite a lot. He would always fake it, so Rob was always on edge about that. So that kick was on his mind. It was accumulating damage. And then Israel did that beautiful fake kick, bang, and threw the two and dropped Rob at the end of the round. So I believe this was the main reason to why Rob was backing up for the majority of the first 3 rounds.